Hi everyone, it's Danny from Danny with a Planny. I want to welcome you guys to my very first ever YouTube video. I am going to be doing sticker hauls for now on YouTube. I am still going to be doing some stuff on Instagram and but just the bigger hauls and stuff I thought would be better to have them all on YouTube so you can um, fast forward, pause, download it if you want. I just thought it would probably be a better format for me and easier for me to do it on YouTube. But please go and visit me on Instagram if you aren't already. If you are and you've come from over there, thank you so much. I really have been so appreciative of everybody's support, and I am very excited to get started. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have some stuff from Pretty Pinko, Two Little Bees, and her last like closing shop, White Deer Stationery, and of course Sadie stickers. I am now on the PR team for the Pretty Pinko and Sadie stickers. So if you want to check out their my code for them, check out the description down below. And I do have some other stuff coming. I just thought I would go ahead and get started on filming some stuff. So stick around and hope you enjoy. Okay, let's start off with the White Deer Stationery. Full disclosure, I have already filmed some of this. I'm learning, so I had to go back. This is the freebie. In the first take, I already talked about how it's always my goal to like not rip this little piece here. I don't know. I never can do it. Anybody else have that struggle? Okay, so every order comes with a freebie. This one is number 44. It's kind of like crazy to think that she's been through 44 freebies. So I don't know how often she changes it. But anyways, I always love her freebies. They're really functional. I don't think I had seen that one before. So that's definitely one that I might want to pick up in the future. I really like this one. This one was in her new release, and I picked up that one. And then this one I also like because it kind of reminds me of a, well, I think it's supposed to be hockey, but I like it for, it also looks like a soccer goal. So I thought it would be fun to mark that. And then that one's cute too. I don't remember seeing that one. So anyways, that's a freebie. This one was mostly her Halloween stuff. What I normally typically do with White Deer Stationery is she releases, she's not always consistent with her releases. Like, I feel like she was doing really well, and almost every week she was releasing something. But lately, it's not been as like consistent. So I normally will do like every 2 releases, put an order in. So I fill up my box, my cart, not box, fill up my cart with 1 release, and then the next time she releases, I fill it up and then check out. Sometimes the problem is that things are sold out. So if you do it that way, just know that that's something that could happen. And normally I try to make note of what it was, either on my phone or on a sticky note so that I know to go back and get it. Okay, so I love that she's been doing the holiday samplers. It's perfect. You get like obviously a sampling of all of the things. Sometimes I wish that she had some of these like individually, like it'd be fun to have those. I don't know exactly what I'd mark. I guess like a haunted house, but I just think that's a really cute, her designs are just amazing and cute anyway. So I'm just want all of them all the time. I like that. Really love the hat and the cauldron, and then like that spooky tree and that spider web. I don't know. She just does a great job. I'm really enjoy her shop. So I got 2 just so that I had an extra set. And then I did pick up a lot of the like, she had a more of the, I don't want to say functional, that's not the right word, but like the more typical ones that you normally use in your spread in the fall colorway. So I picked up a bunch of those so that I had them on stock for when I do fall stuff. Fall spreads, not stuff. I also thought too that like some of this stuff may go for like other times of the year too. Like red's always gonna go for like any holiday. Well, not any holiday, but most holidays. And green could go like for spring. So it's nice just to have these other options in general, whether it's for fall or not. Okay, so, and I'm kind of hoping she does some other colorways for other seasons. Just gonna put that out there as well. Okay, so laptop, grocery order. Well, that's what I mark it for. This is called the grocery reusable bag. Raking leaves. This is not like one of her like more functional. Oh, maybe it was just those two that I picked up then. I think it was just those two that I picked up. So for the functional set, I think that was one where she sold out on a couple of others, so it might be in my next order. Raking leaves. We have pumpkin patch, which I think this could also be to mark like anything fall related or any fall activities. Same with these. I've also used this set, some for deco, and I have a little set where they're little teeny tiny ones that I've also used as deco as well. So, so I picked up another. Carving pumpkins. Okay, I like chai tea in like the colder months, so I picked up this one to mark me having chai teas. I like this one to mark, we have a lot of coffee shops in the Seattle area, not besides like Starbucks. I know we're known for Starbucks, but this one is going to help mark some of the coffee shops that we go to. Normally we go to like a coffee shop and then go to a playground because hashtag parent life. Gotta have our caffeine before we take our kids to the playground. Okay, this one, I was so excited to see this. Like I feel as though they're pretty vague movies for the most part. But this one is Harry Potter for sure. So I kind of wish she had all of these, because what I was doing is for actually marking Harry Potter is I was putting it in a TV icon. I think I was using Craft Vitality icon, and then I was putting a White Deer Stationery broom inside to make it like Harry Potter. So it's nice to have these as the actual like video. So I could probably use a whole sheet of that just on its own. Okay, and then here is Spooky Doorway. I haven't been great about like decorating for fall the last couple of years, being busy with a baby and stuff, and like they get into everything, so that's the other thing. So but maybe in the future I'm gonna be better about it, so I'm hoping for that. We live in a rental too, and unfortunately our fireplace isn't working and they aren't gonna fix it, just because it doesn't make financial sense for them to fix it, I guess. So unfortunately I can't mark this, but maybe one day when we buy a house of our own, we can mark warm, cozy fires, or if we go to like a friend's house and they have a fire. I picked up 2 of these Trick or Treat, one in the fall colorway and then one in her normal colorway, her traditional colorway. I think if you have kids, I mean, even if you don't have kids, but like, yeah, if you don't have kids, you can mark it as like, hey, we stood at the door and handed out candy. Or I'm sure you could go out and get candy yourself whenever you want. Speaking of which, my son asked at dinner today, Halloween's next week. He's like, are you guys gonna dress up and you guys go get candy on Halloween? And like, it's been a little weird for little kids the last couple years with Halloween, with COVID, and I mean there was a few years where Halloween wasn't a thing, you didn't go out, blah 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 blah. So he's still like getting back into the swing of things of like holidays and stuff. But he asked that question, and my husband goes, we're adults, we can get candy whenever we want. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So if you're an adult, you can get candy whenever you want. But this can also mark, like, we do trunk or treat at our school, so my son goes to the same school that I work at, so I'm probably gonna mark that for that, and just other things that you can do to mark the candy with. So anyways, and then the hot fall drinks, I got them in both colorways because I like, of course, you can use them like any time of the year. Obviously, I got the latte or the chai one, anyways, but like hot chocolate, you can mark any time of the year, and totally these two colors could be Christmas. So I thought this was just perfect to mark any time of the year. So I got both of those. I am a special education teacher, so I write what we call IEPs, which are individualized education plans for students with special needs. And we are constantly having meetings, so I'm always trying to find ways to mark them. And you like sign your name that you attended. So sometimes I use these as that for myself. Crayons for coloring and marking when I do crafts with the kiddos. Normally it's with my oldest, and not, I mean, I am doing crafts with the littlest, but um, as of late it has been my oldest. This microscope, again, to kind of mark, not crafts, but like when I do some science experimenty things with my kids, I can mark it with this. And then also my husband is a research scientist. He got his doctorate in neurosystems biology or something of that effect. I don't know. It's all above my head. Um, but anyways, I can use this to mark for him as well. And then award certificate. I felt like this could be for other things as well, especially since I'm like a teacher. I can mark like grading papers, or she does have one that I usually mark for grading papers that's a little bit different. But like if there's an award ceremony, like in the year, we do a lot of award ceremonies, or marking like a kid did really well on something that I like, an achievement that we reached or we've been working on, like I can mark that for that. This is to mark some of my family calendar stuff, like when I write on our family calendar or mark stuff like that. This one is kind of cool because, I mean, it's nice when you have these extreme weathers. I feel like this is nice to mark, especially when your climate in the area you live in does not normally have extreme weather. So this is perfect. If you live in an area where it's like typically like it gets really hot or gets really cold, you have like this wide like hot or cold. Virginia, when I used to live in Virginia, that was like it was typical for it to get above 100 in the summertime, but like we also had some below zeros in the wintertime. But what I think is really cute is that there is this little itty bitty snowflake and a little itty bitty sun on two, like this column, and then on the other two columns there's nothing. So you can mark it for whatever. But like this one could be also like if I was like really hot about something, like had an argument with my husband or something. Not that I'm like normally getting arguments with my husband, but you know, it happens. So like I can mark, oh, it was like really heated, or I don't know, somebody's giving me the cold shoulder or something. So those could be that. This one I thought could be interesting to mark. Like when I'm trying to make a decision about something, or something's weighing heavily on my mind, trying to balance something in my life. I thought that might be a way to mark that. I feel like one of the things that I miss about like character stickers from when I used to plan in that style is like the emotions icons that could like really signify like how you're feeling. So I find myself trying to like be really creative with icons and getting um like, yeah, like I'm saying, creative with how I use some of them. So that's kind of what I was thinking about, like this. She hasn't like a dumpster fire one that she uses, which is like perfect. So like that definitely um is like about like emotions. And then I've also been using like a tornado one to like mark some of my emotions. So I'm just trying to get creative. And then when you order $75 or more, you get this freebie as well. So there's two freebies that I got in this order. And that is it from White Deer Stationery. She does do, I think, is 15% off when she does new releases. So she doesn't have a PR team or anything, but she does do those $15, 15% off her new releases. So it makes them like super affordable when she is having a release. So next up, I'm doing Sadie stickers. I am on her PR team. I am absolutely elated to be on her PR team. Alicia is amazing. Like, I don't know how she does all the things that she does. Like, her consistency with like putting out $2 Tuesday stuff and like at least 2 kit releases. She's doing monthlies, like mysteries, and now she's added like the deco to that. And like she does planners and advent calendar, and I seriously don't. And she has a child. I don't know how she does all she does. She does give a lot of credit to like her team and her husband Bill. So like she's very sweet. Just in general, and then like all the kudos that she gives to her team too. I just adore Alicia. I adore Sadie stickers. I'm very excited to be on the shop PR team. Okay, so let's start with the Tuesday, $2 Tuesday stuff. So this was, I don't remember the exact name of this release, but it has snowflakes in it. I really liked this one because of the like wind swooped, and then like I don't know, the clusters are really nice. They're different than a lot of the other ones I've seen. You can very much make out the snowflakes. So I like sometimes the snowflakes that are like really tiny, you can't, they just look like, they end up looking like a dot. So I picked this one up in a bunch of colors. I really went wild on because I have ideas for wanting to do it with a bunch of silver and rose gold, because I don't know why, but it seems like there's a lot of rose gold winter kits coming out, and so I wanted to make sure that I had enough because I really like this design. And then this one is in silver because, again, silver is winter. Or most people think of silver for winter. I did pick it up in a few gold, just because there's a couple of shops, or a couple of ones that are in gold that I have seen, so I wanted to pick it up in gold as well. Here are the bricks, and she took that same like wind blowing into the bricks, so that's fun. I'm excited to use this. I've been really enjoying this brick theme. If you haven't noticed in my spreads, I've been using it a bunch in the fall, so I picked up quite a few of these too, so that I can really be cohesive throughout my spread. And making sure that I'm using some in each of the columns throughout. So I picked up a couple for that, and then same thing with the silver and the gold. I think there's 4 of these as well. And then did I pick up 4 for these, or just, yeah, 3. I picked up 3. Okay, apparently I picked up 5 for the which I feel like is very realistic, because my guess, like let's just play that out. If you use like 3 of the like designs per column, maybe even 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 on each. So like if you're doing 3 per page, or 3 per column, 3 to 4 per column, you're only, like, you probably need at least 2 to 3 to do one spread. So, and that's like if you're not, like if you haven't already done it in the date cover section, if that makes sense what I'm saying. So like if you're adding it into the date cover section, then you need more. So that's why I picked up so many, because the way that I'm intending to use it, I'm going to use a bunch throughout the spread. Um, Here are the snowy signs. I love that they have the snow on the sign. That's fun. What I really like to do with these kinds of stickers is layer them on top of something that is colored. So like an ink swatch or a scene, or even like I think it'd be so cute if you had like, there's a bunch of houses and stuff coming like scenic, there's like city vibes or whatever. And in fact, the kit that I picked up that has like a scenic, see the scenic stuff. So it would be like fun to like play off of that. And I'm sure there's probably like a deco piece in there that's like a something that I could play off of and use that to kind of like add that pop of color behind the sign. So that's kind of what I am envisioning using those for. Here are snowflake halves. And there's 4 different designs on here. And then there are these as well. And they are some that match these. So that's nice to create that cohesiveness. But with snowflakes, something that's really nice with snowflakes is that you don't necessarily have to make it like super cohesive because snowflakes aren't, they're all individual. So as long as like you're using them similarly, I think it creates that cohesion. So I got 2 of them in rose gold, and then I got 2 in silver and 2 in gold. Okay, and that does it for those $2 Tuesday. And then I had a really hard time picking out she released 2 that I really, really liked this day. And I ended up going with this one. I still think I might go back and pick up the other one. The issue is that it's not like 10% off. So when she releases, thankfully, I'm so glad she's doing this now. She's releasing on the same day. So on Tuesday, she releases 2 kits, and then she has her foiled Tuesday or $2 Tuesday, her Tuesday, whatever she's like doing that week. So she pops that up online, but she offers 10% off of her kits. But the nice thing is like if you add on my code, which is Danny20, you can save even more. So you can stack them on top of each other and save even more. So while I may have missed out on the saving on the other, I feel like sometimes it's nice to wait. Like if there's a kit that you really, really love, definitely get it. But like sometimes it is nice to wait just to make sure, like for me, because I'm like planning so far behind, to make sure that I have the kits that I want, so I don't end up overbuying kits. Is just where I'm at. But I really, really love this one. I had a really hard time choosing though. That dark blue one was really nice too. Okay, so this is City. This is the full boxes. The colors in this one I think are really what drew me to this, and the rose gold. Like I was saying, I think rose gold for winter is really having a moment, and I'm here for it. So it creates this like nice cozy, with the rose gold, I feel like it creates this nice cozy like environment. Anyways, I'm here for it. Okay, so the quote says, "In the depth of winter, I finally learn that within me there lie an invincible summer." Albert Camus. And down here we have like a doorway with the leaves that are foiled. At first, when I first saw this, I thought that these were connected, but now in person, I don't think they are meant to be like a 2 full box, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Like they're not like a scene, one whole scene, but you could, I mean, obviously I thought it was when I got it. But you can totally separate this out. I really adore the footprints in the sand that are foiled, or in the sand, in the snow that are foiled. I think that is adorable. And then there is this lamppost. I'm a big fan of lampposts. And then the scene with the coffee and the flower vase. So pretty. And then you have a flat lay scene with the purse. And then you have 3 floral boxes. And her trace foiling for the florals is like always impeccable. some of my favorite. 3 swatches down at the bottom, minimal foiling on the outer 2, and then nothing on the middle one. Here are her labels. So this is her old, like it's now old. She has since released a newer format. So just know that if you pick this one up. I still think that her old format was really great, so I'm okay with it. I mean, her new format is like amazing, so that too. But I was like, I didn't mind this set either. Okay, so you have some circle, like 2 lace circles, and then more of like alcohol inky blotches. I'm gonna call them blotches. I don't think that that's probably appropriate, not appropriate, but like a great term. But like they are alcohol ink swatches, but not swatches. So I don't know. And then I don't know what to call those. Sorry. And then you have 3 of the regular squares, and then 2 lace ones. These are more swatchy. I really like the like brushstroke that she has added on there. I think that's fun. And then she also has like brushstrokes like on a $2 Tuesday size, so that's fun, and you can add it to any box that you want to add that extra pop of foil if you want. Middies, I'm like, those are my favorite. Like this whole top is what I end up usually liking in my spreads, and a lot of times I end up cutting these down to make them midi size. It's just my preference. I realize that a lot of people, they want it to go the whole length or the whole width of the column, so I'm like, their shops aren't making it for me in particular, so that's why I know I need to find different ways to incorporate. A lot of people also pull in their own like stickers from other shops to make midi boxes, which is also like something I do, but I really enjoy bringing in the color from the label box or the box page, so that's why I normally cut it down to make it fit as a midi. Here are 2 ovals and some more. I'm not gonna call them blotches because I don't feel like that's right, but they have that alcohol ink background texture to it. There's that lamppost again, which I really love. These colors are just, I am really, really enjoying these colors. I love that design there. That's a fun design. So these are the dividers, and they're not, I think this is so smart to have them not the full, like older style ones was like the thicker. So I really like that they're not the thick styles. Now they're thinner, so that's really nice. And I like that we have the scallop option too. So really love all 3 of those. And I normally don't use, like lately, I have not really been using hardly any of those, but I might use them for this kit just because they're so pretty. And then you have torn washi down at the bottom, and checklists and habit hackers, habit trackers. It's getting late, guys. Okay, here's the bottom washi. Again, that trace foiling, and I like the smaller size of this and the foiling on that. That's nice. And we have some lace trim here, and very dainty. And then some even smaller, I feel like, dividers there. Your date covers, and then some deco here. I am hoping, I can't remember now, but I'm really hoping that there's more lampposts in the kit, like in the deco sheets, because that could be a really cute sidebar scene. You know, I really like a good sidebar scene. Okay, then here are the add-ons. So that was the 4-page kit. So if you purchase that, or if you purchase just the kit, these are the 4 pages that you get here. And then everything else that I got is the add-ons. In her new format, I think she had, if I remember correctly, she's gone to like a full size floral sheet. Because I think what she was saying is like people were getting like at least 2 usually. And when you put them down, that makes up 2, right? So that makes sense. And then you only have 1 sheet that you're tracking. I can't tell you how many times when I'm planning and I have these 3, I am like looking for like 1, like I've lost it. And I'm like, oh, where was it? I had it. I had already cut up something. So, so yeah, so I do normally get 3. And then here is the trims, the floral trims. I really love these florals. The way she brought them all together is awesome. And then here is the journaling page and the torn washi. And I really always love this box, but I have not, I mean, I think I have incorporated it once, but I am like trying to figure out more ways because I usually, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the half circle one that was so popular a while back. So it kind of reminds me of that. So I'm always but it's like the journaling kit version. So I always want to incorporate it, but I'm working on stepping up my journaling game. So I have high hopes for using a lot of these. I love that she sprinkled in the deco where she could, so that's cool. Then here is the deco page. Yay, more lamps. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about the size-wise, it probably won't exactly match up. But this is where I was talking about the, like, it'd be fun to kind of like hang that off the side of the building. So like having a larger one, that would be fun. So just throwing that out there. That, I mean, it's still look cute, but yeah. So that was kind of my idea. Some more torn washi, and it's the opposite way of the one on this page, so that's really nice. So they're opposite corners, so that's really nice. I am always a big fan of that. And then the big florals. These are probably a little bit on the larger side for me, but I get why why she's making them so large for people that do journaling kits and stuff. I think in her decorative kits and stuff, she's pared them down a little bit. So that's nice. And I think in her new kit format, they're pared down some too. But I can sometimes figure out ways to incorporate them too. So, and she does such a great job of like making sure the cut lines are so close to the florals so that like this whole section right here, oh, that's so fun to like lay around things, like to weave it in and out. Like, look at that. Like you can weave things in and out of there. Like that's so fun to play with as a planner. And then last but not least is this alcohol ink swatch. I love the different sizing that she has on here. So there's some larger ones and some smaller ones. I personally don't think like the larger ones are really that they're not usable, but like usually I'm cutting them up, like since I've been starting using them is I've been cutting them up. So if they're too large, then like if I want to put in the deco section and they're really, really large, like I can't use the mid section, if that makes sense, because I'm using like this section and like a smaller piece of the other section, and then you're kind of cutting out the middle section. It seems unusable. So these are really great sized alcohol ink swatches. Okay, so that's what I have from Sadie Stickers. Remember, I am on the PR team, so you can use my code Danny20 to save 20% off. She drops her new releases and $2 Tuesday stuff on Tuesdays. So be sure to check her out if you haven't already. Next up, we have Paper Trail Plans. I love their packaging. I messaged him saying, hey, can we put these flowers in the shop because they are so pretty. And a little disclaimer, I have already actually done this haul or like unpackaged because there was an issue with filming or whatever, so I have to go back and refilm. So that's why it's out of the packaging. So let's start off with the freebie. I love their freebies. They're so like functional and practical. They have like the activities that you do during that season usually written out, so it's nice to pull those into your spreads. They have dividers and deco for that season, so they do a really thoughtful job and pack it in. And this is a really hefty, like a nice freebie. Like it's not like the typical $2 Tuesday size, so that's really nice. Okay, so this is kind of a like this I shopped during their birthday sale. When I say their, I mean Jess's birthday sale. So she had a birthday, which happy birthday, Jess. So I wanted to pick up a few things for spring for my 2023 spring. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost into 2023 and I'm hoping to get there before 2024 comes. So anyways, so I got some clouds and I got them in all the different sizes because I really want to do some layering, and I'll explain in a second. Okay, so here are the 4 small ones, and when I say 4, I mean I got them in the four foil colors. So I have it in light gold. So here's our light gold, gold, silver, and rose gold. And I'm going to give you a comparison of the 2 golds. I have been purchasing both the light gold and the traditional gold from them, but I've considered moving just to the traditional gold, mostly because I think the community is starting to come to like the realization that there isn't a perfect option when it comes to gold. Like some shops just provide one option for gold, so you're never gonna be able to match your golds necessarily. So like at least they offer like 2 here in the shop, so you have that option, but like it's just you're never gonna match gold. So it's just, I think we've all come to that realization, and you're just doing the best you can, and your spreads still turn out really pretty. So I'm just gonna try to save some money in that aspect. There are a few things that I think I still will pick up in like one or the other, or both. I mean, just depends on like my mood. But for instance, like they just have a new release of Midnight, their New Year's Eve kit, and it is in light gold. So I did pick up the foiled deco stuff in the light gold because I know that I want that to match that stuff, right? So I'm not going to buy that in the traditional gold because I know that they have bought that. So if there's something like specific like that, I'm going to pick it up in the closest color to the foil color to like whatever kit I'm specifically buying for. So all right, so was a small. These are the mediums, and they are in all of the 4 that I just talked about. And then we have sorry, I'm setting up for what I want to talk about next. And then we have the large. Okay, so when I talk about like creating depth, one way to do like it in your spread is like smaller items you put like layer behind the larger items, and that makes it look like these things are further away. So that's how you create that depth within your spread. So I wanted to get all the sizes so that I had as many options as I could to create that depth. Now there isn't like in reality, looking at these, there isn't like that huge of a difference in the sizing, but like there is a big difference in between like these 2. So that would really create that depth. And I think I grabbed the wrong gold. Yeah. Oh no, I did get the right gold. Just kidding. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that like that's how you can create that depth, is just to put like the smaller stuff in the background and and I say background, but like it's literally you're just putting it behind another to create that depth. So like you'd put like this off to that side, and then if you put this one here, then it makes this one look like it's closer, and this one makes it look further back. Another way to help with that is like if you had like birds, you could have tiny birds back here with those clouds, and then bigger birds like off to the side here, to help create that image and more define the depth. So that's my plan. And then I did get the clouds. They're almost like the swatches. I'm going to show them kind of individually so that you can kind of get a good idea of the coloring. So, and I'll put it down too, because sometimes that like changes. Like when people put their hands behind it, like that actually creates like a darker color. So I want it to be on that white background so you can actually get an idea of what that color looks like. So that is pink. This is turquoise. This is blue. And these are in the smaller. I can't remember now, but I do think they had medium size ones. This is purple. But I decided not to get the medium size ones because I thought I like could work with the larger ones with the medium size. So here is the large in pink. Here is the turquoise in pink. Most of these are for my spring kits, but there are a few that there might be like a 1 or 2 winter kits that I'm thinking about using them with. This is blue, by the way. And then the last one is purple. All right, so those are the colors that I got for the clouds to match some of the kits that I have coming up. All right, and then these are the deco sheets that I picked up. The top 2 are for Thanksgiving kit that I have, and it's actually their kit. It's their Thanksgiving kit from last year. So I am planning on pulling these in to that spread, so that's why I only got them in silver. And I actually think the kit that I'm going to use this year, which I think is a Miss and Meow kit, is also in silver. So if I have leftovers, then I will use these. And if not, then I may pick up a few more of theirs to like help supplement. This one I picked up in rose gold because I am going to use this with the Miss and Meow New Year's Eve kit from last year. She has like black balloons in there, so I really wanted to use that for that. And then I was hoping to use these this year for some spreads that I had, but it's okay. I'm good. I mean, I'll use them next year. So I really love this fence too, and I'm wondering if they had it in the shop and I missed it, but yeah. So those are the like deco sheets that I pulled in. I'm really excited to use these and the spreads that I have coming up. So just really fun, like to add colors. And I like how they're using the trace background. Like they're not, like there's space behind this. So it's going to be really fun to layer like swatches or something behind that, the alcohol ink swatches behind that. And that creates that color or pick up that color. So I just really love when foiled has that open space with inside. Like it's going to be fun to put something behind that. So that way you can kind of layer and choose your own color. Like whatever color I choose to layer with this, I can match the kit. So but it's now foiled. Like, so it's colored the way that I want it, but and foiled. So that's what I mean. All right. And then last up is some restock stuff. Some of it's like restock, some of it's new, but I'll explain when I get there. Okay, so this is, again, I'm hitting the new year in my planner 2023, which is, we're almost to 2024, but you know what, bear with me. We're getting there, okay? Modern gold, like gold, traditional gold, silver, and rose gold. One thing I do wish about these is that they would separate the hello so you can kind of put it wherever you want. So I when I do icons and stuff, sometimes the hello hits that icon and it's like overlapping in a way. So I normally cut it, and most of the time it's fine to cut it. Like like February is fine. Like you can cut it right along that line. But it gets like can sometimes get tricky, like with September or October. In September, that T kind of goes in. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing and nobody else cares and whatnot, but it sometimes interferes, and then that way I can center it if I want to. I'm sure most people are fine because they'll probably smart and they put the icon on the other side, which I could do and I should probably start doing, just be more intentional. But it's just something that I was wondering. Anyways, and then here is the holidays again, because I'm hitting the new year, restocking on all the holidays. And then this one is because I got from another shop, I got these larger months and I didn't really care for them when they came in. They didn't have a really thin tracing, like contour cut. These do. I'm not saying that these don't. These definitely have. So that's I know that their quality is amazing and that they're always doing a really good job of making sure that's close. So I wanted to make sure that I pick these up so that I can do more. I want to do more of the sideways sidebar in the future, so I wanted to pick those up for that, and then hopefully one day I'll do some monthlies and stuff, so wanted to pick that up for that. And then last but not least, I have been using their swatches like crazy lately. So I needed to restock on this, and there's actually more that I probably need to get now that I've gotten this one in the mail, but because I've used a bunch since then. So planning on restocking that soon. So I love their alcohol ink swatches. They're great and perfect, and the sage color is going to go great for spring. So I'm really excited for that. And that is my paper trail plans order. Next up, we have the Pretty Pink Co. I already took them out of the lovely, lovely envelopes, but I did want to show the envelopes. One is a collab that I did with Mahek, and then the other one was a $2 Tuesday or special $2 special that I did with her. So I'm gonna go over the $2 Tuesday one first. It was a snowflake one. This is an all orders freebie. And this actually like came in like pretty clutch. Like there was one she sent out last year that came in like I just said, pretty clutch. So it's very functional. I really like this. So definitely keeping this. Okay. As you all know, I love the bricks. This is now on my freebie. This one is in gold. I think I got one gold. And then I think I got, let's see how many I got. 2 of the silver. And then 2 of the rose gold. I think I've already mentioned this, but I was looking, like previewing what I have for winter, and I have a lot of rose gold and gold kits. So that's why I picked them up in those colors, like more in the gold and rose, or silver and rose gold. And I think I did the same thing with most. No, okay. So I got these in all 3 colors. Because I think with dividers, I'm noticing that I'm almost only using like 4 to 5 dividers, like foiled dividers per section. So I figured I can get more than one use out of each of those. And with it being a sample, which I really love that she offers sample dividers. Like I think you could get like any of these all in one. So what I mean is like you can get a whole sheet of just this set. But it's nice to have the option of the sampler so that you always can change it up. Then there is the clusters, and I got it in all 3 foils. And I say all 3. She also offers a like light gold. But I think I've mentioned this too. Just want to try to keep down some of my costs. So I'm only trying to get it into, unless I know for sure that a kit is a light gold kit and I'm picking something up specifically for that kit. And then these are really nice because they are the torn paper washi strips, and I wish I had one of her torn paper washi like underlays with me, but I don't. So these go directly, well, I say directly over top, but like you can do it whatever you want, but they match what she has for her torn paper washi. So that's really nice that basically you can foil whatever torn washi you have from her shop and make it your own and different. So that makes it really nice, in my opinion, to have that option of foiling any kind of torn washi strip that you want. So I got them in all 3 colors. And the snowflake one is really nice too. You can also use it without the torn washi, and just to add like a little bit of like sparkle behind a column or whatever. So you could just put it in the corner here and create like a date cover, like a weekend. That used to be a thing, weekend banners. So, okay, that is the $2 Tuesday that I got from her. And then here is the collab that we did. And I'm kind of just going to go through this quick because one, it's no longer up in the shop, like with the snowflakes and stuff. We have the hope of it coming back for like a bring back the faves. Which I actually might pick up some more if she does. But this, I don't think, maybe if you guys requested it and you really wanted it, she would bring it back. But it's currently not in the shop, so I'm just going to go through it real quick. I really, really love this. I think I mentioned that I only was able to do it. I could have done it for the full, but I chose to do it because of spacing on what I was on the sheet that I created, that the 2s would fit better versus the long, again, just due to spacing. Sorry, I'm out of frame. So that's kind of to go to at the top to create like a date cover section. And then I added spiders within this, and I think I did a spider web up at the top. So just thoughts if you wanted to do that. Here are trees. These are like the ones that I had in mine as well. So I kind of used the branches and the columns, and then I used the bigger trees either along like the bottom to create like a scene with these fences, and or I think what I also did is I created like if I had a box here, I put them on top of the box as well. Let me see if I can find the spread so that I can refer to the spread. Okay, so here's the spread. So I probably should have put this up beforehand, so I apologize. I didn't, like, I don't want it to contrast like what I'm showing, but this way it gives you an idea of like how I used it. So the date cover section, and then I put some spider webs up top and the spiders. Here are some of the trees. So I had a full box here, and then I put the tree and created the fence on top. Same thing down here. Like over here, I did the branches in some of the areas. Apparently I did not do the branches as much on this page as I did on the other page. I don't know if it was because like I was running out, or I don't know. Sometimes do you guys ever find that where like your first half looks like there's some details that you're adding to that half that you didn't to this half, or vice versa? I find that sometimes. Anyways, that I do that sometimes. Okay, then so that was the trees. I really love this. It's like the spooky fences. It's probably one of my favorites. So like you can see, I did it for the like divider in this one, and then down at the bottom. But I also think it'd be really fun to do it at the top as well. And then the ghosts, I had some ghosts in my bottom section, and then I thought about doing some over here, but obviously decided against it. But these are fun to also bring in. Cassie has a really fun thing that she has told me that she's going to do with these, so I'm excited for her to do her Halloween spread so you guys can see what she's doing. It's going to be really cute. These are the gates, like spooky gates, which I thought were really fun. I loved all the designs and stuff within the gates, so it's really nice to have. And hers came out really dark and rich color, so that's really nice. So that is that collection from the Pretty Pink Co. I'm not sure if you guys brought it up to her as Bring Back the Faves, if she would be able to bring it back, but if that is something that you missed out on and you'd really like it, then I would suggest asking her to bring it back. Also, I am PRing for her, so I'm on her PR team. So if you would like to save from her on stuff that's not the $2 Tuesday stuff, please use Danny15 to save 15% off, and you can put my notes in the notes to the seller and get my freebie as well. It is winter themed, so just letting you know. All right, last up for this haul. It's a little out of order. I did do a paper trail plans before this one because I wanted to use the stickers for a live that I was doing on Instagram. So it is a little out of order, but this will be my last one for this haul. Okay, so this is Two Little Bees' last like release before she was closing down shop. She is going to open up again to like get all of her inventory out. So be prepared for that. She said she was going to do it towards the end of the year. She needs a little break. She's just finishing up all the orders right now. So there's a little bit of mixes. There's 2 kits here. This is for a kit. I didn't realize I didn't have a lot of the extra add-ons. That was my bad. And then this is kind of like random stuff, and I'll explain. So I'm gonna start with like the kind of random stuff. So I did pick up these. So this one I thought would be nice just to have as like extras for like kind of anytime stuff. So I thought I'd pick up that for this. And I also feel like this girl is used in a lot of different kits. So I don't know. Adding deco to your spreads now is kind of a thing. So I just thought it would be nice to pull this in for kind of like anytime, always greenish stuff. Neutrals. So this one, same kind of idea, that it's just nice to have like background stuff. So just the scenic stuff I thought would be nice to have. This is a similar idea, to have this stuff as the background and for like deco related stuff. And then this one, like you don't see very many black florals, and I also thought it would be good like for Halloween. Obviously not this current year or whatever, but I just thought it might be nice to have some like black florals. So so that's why I picked up a couple different ones to have. And then this one, same idea, because you don't, again, when you have a kit that is black, I always feel like it's nice to have extra pieces to pull in. Grays are always good too. So I just kind of thought this wouldn't be like this could be used for any kit that had those kind of colors ways. So that's why I picked these up, just to have in case or for extras. And then again, deco for Halloween when I need it. So that is why I picked up those. Next up, I have my extras. So I have the this kit from her. Now I'm blanking on the name. I'm hoping it's on one of these sheets. It's not. Cannot remember. It was one that we did a collab for. Obviously, I can't remember. So, but I wanted to pick up some extra. I actually ended up using these alcohol ink swatches in another spread, so I needed to restock and pick up some more from her. You can hear my children in the background. They're playing. So I'm not going to apologize for kids playing, but just letting you know what that noise is in the background. Okay, this is the deco sheet. I really like this girl. And the deer and the fire down there. That's fun. And then here is some of the florals. I usually pick up 4 from hers. Usually it's because like they are her florals can tend like on these sheets can tend to be on the smaller side. So and then there's like a few that I really like that like I want to make sure I have enough for the spread. So that's why I usually picked up 4 from her. And then I picked up 2 of these sheets because of the tree line. I just want to make sure I have the option if I need it. And I love this tree line. Then the contour cut is amazing. In the stories that I did on Instagram, I talked a little bit about like bottom washi, and a couple people and myself have like brought up before like the wish to like have different bottom washi options. Sometimes I get why you don't maybe want to do it all the time, but like it would be nice to have some kits that came with an alternative bottom washi besides the like basic ones. So anyways, that's why I picked up this. There's other things here too, like there's a bigger version of the girl, there's the scenes, so it's just nice to have this to pull into my spread. Next up, I have Home for the Holidays, which was one of hers from last year, but I don't know, I thought I wanted to pick it up in case I wanted to use it, so so it's kind of an in case. I may use it for like just a fun spread. I don't know what, maybe next year. I don't know. So I wanted to get it so that I had it because I really did like it. I didn't get it last year. I got her other one that was really popular. And I'm blanking on the name of that one. But this one's Home for the Holidays. There is no place like home for the holidays. I love the oranges in this kit. The stockings, the little slippers, very cute. The door, I don't know, I have a really thing for doors. I like doors and fireplaces for wintertime. So they normally, like if I see a door scene or a fireplace scene, I'm like, oh, very intrigued by this kit. Then this is a fun different kind of box too, just because it kind of has, it's almost like a deco full box sticker, because it would be nice to have all those as deco sheets. So this is the full boxes. This is the dividers, her checklist. She normally did 2 Polaroids, some deco that has some foiling, and then it's nice. She really tries to jam pack everything. So there's 2 pieces of deco up there, and then flags. That came off a lot easier than I was expecting. I was just trying to pull it up just a wee bit, and it ended up coming up all the way, which is nice because that's what you don't want to struggle with your stickers. So, but it happens. Okay. I have always really liked her box page, her box or label page. So I mean, my preference is always midi, so anything that's like small and not the full length of the column is for sure my preference. I do get why people still use them, and I'll still pull them into my spread, but I don't normally pull in the half boxes. So I normally would end up pulling in these sizes to my spread. But these are the ones that I gravitate towards, not these, but these ones here, and these are a little bit larger than those, I think, so I probably would pull those in. And then it's like minimal decorating, or she put minimal deco on there, so that's nice. My preference is to decorate my own boxes, so I actually end up usually decorating over top of those with my own florals, just because I feel like this is usually smaller than what I prefer on mine, and I'm also sometimes trying to like incorporate the icon with the florals, so I can't do that if it's already on, like if it's flat, if that makes sense. Like if I layer if I have florals that I can put on top, then I can like weave the icon in between depending upon the florals. So that's my preference. I'm doing these kind of I'm going through these kits kind of quick because she's no longer opened. So, but I do want to share because she makes beautiful things, and we are all gonna really, really miss her. So, anyways, I really was like asking her to put a bunch of these in because I was liking putting them in the column as kind of like dividers. So I like that did. I was trying to get 4 because I think I mentioned earlier that I usually use 4 kind of dividers per spread. So I was just asking her for 4. So she at one point did have 4 throughout if you had the add-ons as well. So there's the bottom washi with the oranges. Here is some of the deco sheets. The fireplace. Love that little snow scene. Christmas tree. All this is really cute and really usable. And I even think you can use it for other seasons or other kits too. Here is 4 of the floral pages. And then I picked up a few of the oranges because I'm really thinking about using those for the date cover section. So that's why I picked up a few because there's 4 per page and I wanted to make sure I had enough to go across the whole spread. So that's why I picked up a few, and then to make sure that I had enough to like sprinkle throughout so they can like incorporate both so that it doesn't look weird to sometimes have oranges and sometimes not. So that's why I did that. And then I have this sheet here. I'm always a fan of the long trim. And then there's some more of that washi that I was talking about. And then different size deco or boxes, labels, sorry. So I like those as well. And then the swatches are nice too. Here is her more functional page. Again, there's more of those MIDI boxes that I prefer, and then pulling in some of those as well. And then the dividers. I also picked up her journaling sheets. So here is a journaling sheet. I love this one down here. And the lace that she added too is a really nice touch. And then here's the like second journaling sheet. Since doing this, she did last year she started doing like labeling them, and I think you'll see it on the next kit, so that way you know which kit or which sheet you have. And then this was the Three Musketeers sheet. So this is cut out, which is always my preference. And if you wanted it in, then you just place that one in. I like that you have these and they're both opposite corners. This was definitely, I pushed for these dainty dividers. Oh, this actually goes, this is not part of this kit. I'm sorry, I got it confused. This is part of Home for the Holidays. This goes with that, the forest kit. Evergreen, I'm sorry, it just came to me. Evergreen, I think is the name of that kit. So this goes with Evergreen. So I did not pick that up. Both of these sheets go with Evergreen, I think. Yep, Evergreen Forest. So yeah, so this is a Three Musketeers sheet, which was not a thing for Home for the Holidays last Christmas. And then here is the trim sheet with the florals for the evergreen. Sorry, that got confusing towards the end. I thought I had organized it, but all of these are for the evergreen kit, and then all of these add-ons are for the Home for the Holidays kit. Sorry about that. So, Home for the Holidays, and these were the evergreen. Hope that's clear. And the last kit that I had is a newer release. So the Home for the Holidays was Christmas 2022. This is end of summer, August of 2023. So obviously I'm a teacher, so this, maybe it's not obvious, I am a teacher. So this is nice to mark back to school. This is definitely my favorite scene, with the chalkboard and the foiling. That's fun. And then the school bus is also a fun one as well. She did have some of this deco in a old kit that she used, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. I guess it was maybe 3 years ago. 2 years ago? I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But this was one that she had in a previous kit. I just recognized it. But it's nice that she's able to pull in that, because all the more deco you have, the better, right? And I also like the composition book. It's cute. Too bad they didn't look like that when I was growing up. Then here's the divider page and some deco down at the bottom. It's nice that it's not foiled, so that you could pull it into other spreads if you want. I don't know. I'm really a sucker for chalkboard deco. So this has the dividers. She, even from the last kit that I showed you, this has been changed. 2 dividers now, over here, and then the weekly tracker, or what is that called again? I don't know. I don't use it, so that's why I don't know what it's called, but these are the habit trackers. And then she has some label size MIDI boxes, some icons. That, like, I would love a bunch of this right there. That was genius. I love that she did that. I've already kind of gushed over this page. This one's even better, in my opinion, than the other one, just because there's more of that, and I like that dainty lace. I much prefer a dainty lace than like a heavier lace. Again, that's my preference. But I'm more gonna pull this into my spreads if it's daintier. I feel like in my opinion, I feel like with a heavier lace, it require, like, it's just a very strong statement, I guess. So if you're going to bring in other lace, I don't know, it's trying to create cohesion, I guess is what I'm trying to say, in my spread. So if I don't have that lace or something similar to it, then I feel like they're contrasting, which they aren't, and it's just my head. So the thinner lace or a daintier lace, in my opinion, is like easier to match things with, or to just kind of play off of. So that's, again, just my preference. This is unfoiled, so I don't know why I'm like moving it like it's foiled. I always do that. Okay, so she is really known for these bows. She's always kind of incorporated them throughout the years, so it's nice that, like, one of her last kits had these bows. This bottom washi is really cute. There's that, like, lined paper, and throughout the kit there are I think, I don't know how many there are, but so far there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that would be the 8th one. So enough to make a full spread. And they are a little bit smaller than the regular divider size too, which was nice because I prefer that. Here is a deco sheet. There's that bookcase, and then the chalkboard, which I've already said I really like, the school bus, and a little schoolhouse. Here is the floral pages. These florals are a bit tinier than what I usually prefer. I really like to play with the deco, like, coming from off the side, so that makes it hard for this size. This is probably one of the only ones you can really, this one, and then that one probably. I guess there's a couple on here, but, like, to try to, like, pull it so that it draws into the spread, and kind of what I kind of try to do is create like a half divider. It's not really a divider, but it sections off without having to use a box. Like if you're not using a box the way that I plan, I don't always use a box. So this helps create a section in, again, what my style of planning. So if I put a box here, then it just kind of, it creates its own space, if that makes sense. Helps that. So bigger florals help me create that look that I prefer. So I will either try to find some of my own to add to this, or just try to get creative when I use this. Okay, I got 2 of these because of the washi and the deco. I just really love this deco, and I feel like you could probably pull it into other school ones. I feel like every year somebody always comes out with a school one, so that's why I was like, it's not gonna hurt to have extra deco. So I got 2 of these. This one is not cut out, just FYI, if you're thinking that all the Polaroids are cut out. This one is not, it's the full one. And then this is cute too, the film strip. And then last but not least is the functional page. And she has 2 little Polaroids here. I think these were in the kit, like this size was in the kit, and she pulled them out and put something else there. But again, love these midi boxes. These are like my favorite, like with the thin line and the whited out space. I still would probably put a floral over top, but maybe not. I don't know. Well, just if the mood strikes me. So I have to see when I'm planning. But yeah, these are like my favorites. The thin line, whited out middle box, definitely my preference. So, all right, that is it from the 2 Little Bees. And then again, that is it for the haul as well. Check out my notes for like my not freebies, but the coupon codes. I am PRing for Sadie Stickers and the Pretty Pink Co. And thank you so much for joining me for my very first haul. Hopefully I'll get better at it and more efficient, I guess, is probably, I'm still trying to figure out some of the kinks of the stuff from behind the scenes and whatnot. So I really appreciate you all coming and joining me, and I hope everybody has a great day, and thanks again. Bye guys.